Welcome back to another episode of Toxiris Discovers 7 projects. As always, today we got 4 by the community, 3 that I found for myself. Let's get right into it.
It's the gang, we done came on the gang.
Also, I just wanted to announce real quick, listen to it for the next episode. Since a couple people asked for it, I'm only going to take suggestions that are non-hip-hop albums. Whether that's R&B, metal, classical music, whatever, I'm going to listen to it as long as it's not hip-hop. I'm going to throw an episode like that into the series like every 5-6 episodes, just randomly when I feel like it. Today's the day, so suggest non-hip-hop albums. But now, let's get into the albums. First one being 444 by GZA. An album that I really enjoyed, even though it's really short. I already knew the story of OJ. That is one of my favorite tracks, together with Family Feud.
Super Bowl goals, my wife in the crib feeding the kids liquid gold. We in a whole different mode. Okay, house nigga, don't fuck with me. I'm a field nigga, go shine Cutler.
Besides that, overall, Jay-Z's rapping, the production, and the samples are fucking great on this project, and it's really short and really compressed, but I think that makes it really good. I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. I really don't have that much to say about the project. Listen to it. You don't need that much time, but it's worth its time for sure. Then I got With or Without You by Dro Kenji. Since I didn't drop Toxic Rates on Friday, I figured I'm just going to put this project in here. I think it is one of the better Dro Kenji projects. I don't think it is as good as Eat Your Heart Out, which is so far easily my favorite project by him, but it is better than his most recent one in my opinion, and has a couple really good tracks. These will be probably my favorites.
Teed up, I've been taking drugs till my heart stop. Read up, I might hit the plug, I need a walk, drink up.
You might be feeling like you stopped, but I broke through. I got a section in my heart that's all for you. I try to get a little.
Just if you like melodic rap, if you like sad type rap, and if you like catchy hooks, listen to this project because it packs all of that. I could have added every song to my playlist, but I was a bit more selective and only added a few, but those few are really good tracks. I'd overall give the project a 7.5 out of 10 just because obviously lyrically it's not that deep. It does have a couple flaws, like a couple tracks that would be skippable. But it's overall a very solid project. Then, as the last project I found for myself, we have Juvenile Hell by Mobb, which is their debut project, aka the project before one of my favorite rap albums of all time, The Infamous. I honestly felt like this project is really the build up to The Infamous, because like you can hear the hunger in Havoc and Prodigy's voices, and you can definitely tell they were already very talented MCs back then, but they didn't really reach the level they reached on The Infamous yet. Like they were like kind of building up to it, but they weren't quite there yet. These two would probably be my favorite tracks.
Busy ghetto representer, there ain't no motherfucker better. Why you be catching feelings like a love letter? I gotta. Now you're living the life of a project sad song, making you loop from all the right wrongs. But that's the way you go.
And even besides these tracks, it's overall a very good old school rap project. I do think there are better projects from the 90s, and I do think it's not the best one out there, also because it kind of lacks replay value in my opinion. But for what it is, I'd give it an 8 out of 10 because it's still really good. Then we're getting into the projects suggested by the community. The first one being The X-Files by Thouxanbanfauni, suggested by Kieran Cartwright. Honestly, I can finish up everything I think about this project by saying this is basically the 88 Glam project we had on last week, but worse. It is like auto-tune singing, and it has a couple catchy hooks, a couple good sounding vocal lines. Like it's good, but like everything auto-tune, it's not bad. It's just not as good as 88 Glam did it. But it still has a couple very good hooks. For example, on these tracks.
I think I just had to believe. Always gonna believe. Won't none of these fuck niggas ever see what I always seen in me. Matter, never rap out of the pack. No way I ain't moving on.
And overall feel like it's a solid project really for what it is, but it could have been a bit better. But I gotta say, it also could have been way worse. I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10 because it lacks a couple things, but it does have the catchy hooks, it does have good sounding parts, but it's just not that great. Then we get to the project that gave this video its title, Bumps and Bruises Deluxe by Ugly God, suggested by JVF714, the only man on earth who remembers who the fuck Ugly God is and why the fuck he was popular. No, but seriously, after listening to this project, I'm not surprised Ugly God fell off. Like, he had Water, which was always bad to me, but this project really proves why the fuck he fell off. Yeah, he does have a couple funny or goofy lines, whatever, but the flow, trash. The rhymes, trash. And even some of the jokes, this album came out in 2019 and managed to age terribly. Like, this sounds like it was released in 2016 and the rapper now regrets it. I don't know, man. It's just not a good project to me. I'd probably give it a 3 out of 10. It's just, nah, bro. It's just not it, really. Then we got I See Why You Envy Part 2 by Big YBA and Munchotana, suggested by Zhao. Honestly, he said in his comment that it's a bit more melodic, and that did really help Big YBA make this project a bit better.
My uncle told me that money talk like Chris Tucker. She a bad bitch, so I gotta fuck her. No, saying I'm low with it. My mind and my heart having a tussle, I'm getting it. Whatever these bitches can't.
I still think it's not really great, but it's like a type of music that's always okay. It's never standing out, but it's always okay, so I'd give it a 6 out of 10, and just leave it at that, because I don't really have much to say about this project at all. Then we got number 1, aka the last project for the day, which is Liquid Swords by GZA, suggested by PJ Gameplay.
Life is a test, made me question the universe. And through my research, I felt the joy and I heard the first of the.
Anyway, I listened to it, and I know this is a project that most old school hip hop fans praise and love and whatever, what the fuck. Now I can see why. I don't think it's the best 90s album, but I do think it is a very good album. Like, the rapping on here is fucking great, honestly. The features are something really great too, and the little storytelling in between is also something, at least when you listen to it for the first and second time, something very interesting and very intriguing. Flow, everything is on point, and everything is really good. So I overall would give this project a 9 out of 10, maybe a 9.25, but I'd stay on a 9. I just think a couple tracks really lack replay value, but besides that, very good project. 9 out of 10. With that being said, thank you for listening, thank you for watching, have a great one.
Remember back then, all them hoes ain't want me. Now I'm ballin', all them same hoes on me. Mama told me that this came with the money and the motherfucking fame. Even though I feel the same, I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now.